This guy at the suit store was giving me shit for parking in his fucking 15-minute parking spot. Like, bitch, you should be paying me to park a fucking Italian super bike in front of your fucking store. This shit fucking moving with that fucking rack, having me pull right up on the fucking sidewalk. I don't know why everybody's gotta be such a fucking cunt. It might ruin your day, but I'm on a fucking Italian super bike and I'm gonna go have fun. Oh man, it's so nice to be out here on the bike, guys. It's so nice to be back with you making videos. How are you guys doing today? Paramoto's back at ya, fucking loving life and riding fucking Italian super bikes. Hell to the yeah! Words of Cletus McFarland, hell yeah, brother. So anyway, guys, I have a little bit of a controversial subject for you today, and I want you guys to just hear me out, okay? I want to talk about why I think all drugs should be legal. Traffic, 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 traffic. Please don't rear end me, holy fuck. People are wild out in this bitch. Fuck you. Why is it always Nissans? It's always a Nissan being an asshole. Vehicle speed monitored by GPS. For the high score, motherfucker. Guys, like I was saying, I've been watching a lot of fucking different ideas and podcasts and TED Talks and shit. And I just like to hear difference of opinions. I like to hear how other people would run the world if they had the chance. And I'll be honest with you, I was watching this one and it made a fucking lot of sense, dudes. It was about why they think that fucking all drugs should be legal. I think the first thing that a lot of people will say would be like, well, that would be total chaos. Motherfucker, what do you think we have now? What we have now is total chaos. We have people literally dying in the streets every single day. Everybody goes after the big drug dealers. Everybody goes after the traffickers and the Pablo Escobars and all that stuff. Everybody goes after them. But to be honest with you, I think the majority of our money spent on drug control in this country goes down to just busting fucking people with small amounts of drugs. You know what? If something is illegal, you know what? It's illegal. Like, you can't fucking be a bitch about it. Just like if I'm a dick out here and I'm speeding, you know, I shouldn't be like, oh, why are you being a dick? I'm just like riding my motorcycle. Motherfucker, you're breaking the law. Like, I mean, that's all it is. You're breaking the law, you got checked on it. Come on. Like I was saying, I think every drug should be legal because we already have chaos. What we do right now does not work for drug control. Nothing that we do works. Busting small level dealers does not work. Busting, you know, users does not work, guys. It doesn't at all. I think we should try something totally different. Like maybe learning how to get your head out of your ass when you drive a car on the road. I don't know. Maybe that would be a start. Oh my good lord. Oh my good lord. 14 miles an hour. You know, I was watching this podcast, and if I remember the guy's name, I'll throw it down below. But he's basically just saying, like, what we have now is total chaos. So really, if we tried something different, you know, we're not really losing anything, basically, is what the dude was saying. And honestly, I thought he made a lot of good fucking points. And Portugal had some of the worst drug problems in Europe, and they decided to make all drugs legal. They put all of their efforts towards, like, basically providing assistance to people. I think that is a fucking great idea, man. You combat the roots of addiction and mental health and stuff instead of just going after the end user. I think that makes a lot of sense rather than just punishing everybody. You know, punishment and shaming people does not work. It makes your life worse, which makes you want to do drugs more, you know? You know, he also brought up Switzerland. I think Switzerland is the model that I'm going to use for this video to have a good explanation. So, like, Switzerland had one of the worst heroin problems in Europe. So Switzerland made heroin legal. You could basically go into like this little fucking spot. It was like a safe little shoot up spot, and a nurse is gonna give you a vial of chemically pure heroin and a clean needle. And then you dispose of the clean needle when you're done. You have drugs that don't have fucking random amounts of fentanyl in them. You have a clean needle, and you have somebody to watch you. Basically what they found is, like, with these situations where you can basically have as much heroin as you could ever want, people just eventually stop using heroin. And when you ask these people, like, what do you mean people just stop using heroin? It's like, yeah, well, eventually their lives get better and they stop using heroin. That's all it is, guys. It's like literally like they spend all their money on helping people improve their lives, and eventually they don't need the drug anymore. Instead of like what we do here is just like literally like just shame somebody nonstop and send them to prison and all this shit. And it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that we don't do anything. We really don't do anything to help anybody in the model that America uses. We don't. There's nothing that we do that helps people. But anyway, so Switzerland found that if you spend all of your money on basically helping people improve their lives that are addicted to these drugs, and you take all of your money away from enforcing the small level shit, that eventually nobody needs the drugs anymore because their life gets better. And like they have a handful of people that have been on the program forever, and they'll use heroin forever. But they found that generally when people's lives get better, they don't do drugs anymore. And they made the example of like Vietnam. Like Vietnam was known as being like this place where a lot of people would do heroin, and they made this fucking point where basically like they were in this really shitty place. Of course they would use heroin. Of course they would binge drink because they could die at any time, and it sucked. So they need something to numb the fucking pain. When you have this point where literally like, you know, somebody's trying to help you improve your life and your life gets better, and there's things in your life that bring you happiness that isn't drugs, you don't need the heroin anymore. You don't need the drugs anymore or anything like that. So like it made a really good point. And like I know people are going to be like, again, to reiterate the point, well, that would be chaos. What we have now is chaos. Anybody can sell anybody anything, and it can have anything in it. And that money goes to really shitty people. You know, you're talking about that money goes to cartels, that money goes to, you know, the Middle East to fund terrorism and all sorts of stuff, dude. Like, our money from drugs goes to really bad people. I feel like we should do something else. I feel like this country deserves a new approach on basically the war on drugs. Because the war on drugs kind of seems to me like the war on people. Like, it seems to me that the war on drugs has a lot to do with just smacking down the end users and stuff. And, you know, again, I don't have any sympathy for them because they're breaking the law and doing something legal, and you need to take personal responsibility for what you do, you know. But at the same point, I just don't feel like we're utilizing our resources 100%, you know. What if all those cops that are out there busting people for small level drug use got to actually focus their efforts on something else, like violent crime? How about that, dudes? And it's like, something's legal, that means something's illegal. Like, so again, I don't have any sympathy for people that break the law. But at the same point, if we, you know, we're helping drug users, putting drug dealers in prison and focusing on violent crime instead of end drug users, I feel like we would live in a much safer place. And then we have places like Seattle that tried to do something similar to the European model of help the end user, give them clean needles so we don't have to pay for their health care when they get HIV or hepatitis. But then they fuck it all up. It took you 10 minutes to figure out that you had an arrow, dude. Come on. Seattle tried to give people a clean place to shoot up. And Seattle did kind of accomplish that. What they did was they gave people a whole bundle of needles and like stuff to clean themselves up with, but then they don't try to get any of the needles back. People shoot up everywhere and leave literally piles of needles on the streets for anybody to fucking stumble across. Any little kid can pick up a needle on the streets in Seattle and like just get the HIV or hepatitis or something like that. Dude, it's fucked up. We don't do it right. We don't do it right. We really need to rethink how we enforce drug law in this country. You know, I'm a big fan of literally never giving another dollar to cartels. Never giving another dollar to fucking terrible fucking people, you know? And honestly, I think that would be a pretty damn good start. 2 friends died of heroin overdose. I have a close personal family friend that was addicted to heroin, and my girl's got some friends that died of heroin overdoses. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. It's because people can put whatever they want in it. And it's like, if you were given medically pure heroin, stuff that's actually prescribed in different countries like England as diamorphine, you know, if you were given medically pure heroin and told basically like, these are your resources, we can help you find a job and a house, you can shoot up as much heroin as you want, eventually you make your life better, you don't need the drug anymore, and like overdoses just go down so much just simply because you have a medical professional that can watch you. They can watch you. Like, so if you stop breathing, they have Narcan. I just think it's a better idea. I just think there's better ideas out there, and we really should entertain them, and we should stop just being stuck on this one model of just punishment and stigma, everybody against the drug addicts mentality. I don't think it's right anymore. I think a lot of places are starting to go against it, but I think we need to be either all in or nothing. Oh God, creeper! I hate the creepers! Now do I try to get home on 22 miles on reserve, stop at Sheetz, and get questionable gas? We're gonna try. If we end up on the side of the road, I'm gonna be calling Uber to bring me a gas can. Anyway guys, that's my little spiel on drugs in America. Thank you for watching. Maybe if we did something different, this gentleman wouldn't have to panhandle in the middle of the damn road. Damn, dude. Damn. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I love hearing comments from you guys as well. Literally answer every single comment I get that I see that doesn't get flagged with some weird way. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Deuces.